Hey guys, Florida Shooter 92 here. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit more than just guns. I'm going to be talking to those who are considering getting a concealed weapon or those who are just beginning to get it and want a couple tips and pointers. Alright, there's a lot that goes into it once you get your own concealed, and you're carrying it around. So I just wanted to touch base on a couple little tips to maybe help you not only stay safe from any kind of accidents, but stay safe in any kind of situation you might get in. And the number one tip that I want to put out there is get the right gun. Just because a Glock is a great gun doesn't mean that's the right gun for you to be carrying. Yes, you want a reliable and accurate gun, because without reliability, you get to pull it, and for whatever reason, and you pull the trigger, nothing comes out. Well, that's a problem. Now it's no better than a paperweight. All right, and then the reliability. If you go to pull it and you can't hit what you're trying to shoot at, well, once again, it's really no good. And then also, it's got to be comfortable. If you're carrying it all day, it's got to be comfortable on your side. Like I said, just because a Glock is a great gun might not mean it's a great gun for you to carry. Might not be comfortable for you to carry. So shop around, try and get yourself the right gun. Which brings me to number two with tip. Once you get the right gun, train with that gun. Train with it all the time, as much as you can. Train in different kind of situations. Even take some classes if you can. That way, if the situation does present itself, it's almost like a muscle memory. You know what to do. Your body will do it for you, and hopefully it'll save your life. All right, and another thing about the gun, here's my other tip: keep it stock. All right, now there's a couple things that you can do. Like maybe an aftermarket sights. That's what I usually do with mine. But keep it stock. The manufacturer, whatever gun you decide, spend a lot of time, money, everything, just to make sure that that gun is going to work properly. So once you start putting like bigger slide releases or breakdown levers, things like that, you're opening yourself up to any kind of failure from an aftermarket part. And that's not something you want on a personal carry. If you ever have to pull that gun, you're not going to want to have any kind of problems. You just want that gun to do exactly what you want that gun to do. Alright, another tip that I'm going to give you is, even though it's a little nerve-wracking, carry with one in the chamber. At first, I didn't want to carry with one in the chamber. I thought that's how accidents, happen and stuff. But a couple situations arose where I realized, well, if something bad would have happened here and I didn't have one in the chamber, I would have been really, really down on my luck and probably screwed at that point. So that's when I started carrying with one in the chamber. Just make sure you get a good holster. That way it doesn't get snagged up on anything. You don't want to have to worry about the trigger getting accidentally pulled by you pulling it out. Get a good holster, and you should be good. All right, another thing is, once you get a gun and you're carrying it, don't be a bully. All right? Just because you have a gun on you, pretend that you don't. Yes, train with it, all that stuff, but pretend you don't have the gun. If you get into an altercation with a guy at Walmart or something like that, you know, just let him go about his way. You've already, in a certain aspect, you've already won. Okay, you don't need to try and be a big bad dude or female, just because you're carrying with a gun on you, with one in the chamber. Don't be that guy. That's what gives other people bad names. Just because you're carrying with one on you doesn't mean that it gives you the right to be any more of a jerk than somebody who doesn't. And if you get into an altercation, just walk away. All right, you've got the gun on you. You've already presented yourself with more of a threat than some people are, and that could take everything to a whole nother level. It could take things way up here if you're not careful. So it's much easier to just walk away from it. All right, and another tip is, don't touch it. All right, while you're carrying the gun on you, just pretend like you don't even have it. Don't be reaching at your side. Don't be advertising that you've got a gun, for a couple different reasons. One, even depending on what state you're in, that might not even be legal to do. You might not even be able to have a kind of shadow to it. It might not be able to protrude at all through your shirt or whatever. So you don't want to give it any kind of reason to do that. Now, where I live in Florida, we don't have any shadow laws per se, but it could still bring some trouble. And also, another reason you don't want to touch it is because if somebody's thinking about whatever they want to do to you, whether it rob you or whatever it may be, and you've now advertised that you have a pistol on you, well, do you really think they're going to come at you with a sharp stick? They got to be pretty ballsy to want to do that. So if they know you have a gun, either they might just walk away going, nope, that guy's got a gun, I don't want to mess with him. But if they really want whatever it is that you have, if they really want it, they're not going to stop just because you're advertising you have a gun. They're going to now do what they have to do to get to what they want, and that might be bringing a gun to your gunfight. That's something that you don't want. Right? Another thing that I also want to preach on is safe handling. Right? Especially when you decide to carry with one in the chamber. You always want to be safe with it. Once again, it goes back to the training with your gun. Alright, don't put that finger on that trigger until you're ready to pull it. When you go to pull your gun out, practice pulling out without your finger on the trigger. Practice it unloaded and everything. But just be very safe with the gun, because otherwise that is how accidents will happen. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. If you are reckless and you're not careful with it and you don't treat the gun with the respect that it's supposed to be treated with, accidents are going to happen. Go on YouTube, look them up. You'll see a million different videos of how somebody's accidentally shot themselves, shot a friend, shot whatever. Right? And shooting guns, it's fun. I love going to the range. I love shooting, especially with a bunch of friends. It's all fun, but if you accidentally shoot your best friend right in the chest, it's not going to be fun anymore. You might not ever want to pick up a gun again for all you know, especially if they die. You don't want to live with that. It's one thing to shoot a bad guy. It's another thing to shoot your best friend because of an accident. So you just got to be safe. Really got to be safe. There's only one reason that a gun was ever invented, and it's to kill. That's it. Whether you believe it's for hunting or whether you believe it's for war, whatever the reason is, you cannot deny that the gun was simply made just to kill. That's it. There's no other reason for it. But yes, you can have a lot of fun. Which brings me to my last tip, is still have fun. Okay? Just because you're now carrying it, you don't have to be that tough guy who sits in the corner, I got a gun, I'm a tough guy. No, you don't need to do that. Have fun, enjoy your life, just stay a little bit more aware of situations that may arise, but still have fun, enjoy yourself, go out, go shooting, just enjoy your life. That's the reason you're carrying a gun, right? Is to protect your life. So why don't you enjoy the life that you're living? Because tomorrow you could possibly die from a car accident. A gun's not going to help you from that. You know what I mean? So just have fun, enjoy yourself. There's a lot of things that can go wrong with having a gun on you, but the main reason is to protect yourself. So value the life that you're protecting. Enjoy it, along with your friends, family, and everybody else who's around you. Just have fun, but know that you are one step ahead of the game if a situation arises. Like I said, make sure you get the right gun. Make sure you train with the right gun. Try and keep a stock. I put aftermarket sights on mine, but that's all that I've done. I don't want to do too much with it. Carry with one in the chamber. I know it'll take some getting used to. Go ahead, do it. Do not be a bully. Don't do that. All right. I've already touched on that enough. Another thing, like I said, don't touch the gun. Practice your safe handling and enjoy your life and have fun with it. That's really all you need to do. And as long as you're safe, as long as you've got the right gun and you're safe, and you got the right mind for it, you'll be 100% fine. Alright? I just thought I'd put that out there. Have some of you guys, maybe it could help some of y'all. Maybe some guys who are seasoned, you guys might think that I'm wrong, or maybe I'm forgetting something. Go ahead, tell me. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Alright?